If you want to make pull-ups easier or get a bigger back or get a stronger back, you have to master the king of all back exercises, which is the bodyweight row. In this quick 5-minute tutorial, I'm going to teach you the proper technique execution for you to fully activate your back and then to make that calisthenics progress. I'm actually going to give you point number 1 and point number 2 all at the same time because they complement each other. And this is going to be what you need to do with your shoulder to start off your bodyweight row. So you first need to make sure that you stabilize the shoulder, and also throughout the rows, you are actually keeping your shoulder stabilized. And this is going to come from scapula depression and then also scapula retraction. Scapula depression is where you are bringing the arm bone into the socket and locking it in place. So the arm bone is going into the socket of the scapula. Scapula retraction is where you are bringing the shoulder blades closer to each other. And this is what gives you that strong base, that stability, and also allows you to engage your back. Because sometimes when people are pulling, they're actually pulling from this position, which actually irritates the neck, the shoulders, and the back, causing injuries, where you need to actually pull from this depressed and retracted position, where you can be a whole lot more stronger, gain more strength, and stay protected. Moving on to point number 3, this is going to be about bracing your core. And bracing your core means that you tighten and you are holding the core in place and holding your intestines in place to where everything is protected. And at the same time, you are actually connecting the upper body to the lower body. And then now you can actually move as one unit. And this is going to make the movement slightly more challenging, but the benefit is that you will gain a lot more strength because of it. So as you are now in this position with your shoulders in this depressed and retracted position, your spine is going to open up slightly, it's going to extend, but through that extension, you still need to brace and make sure you are very, very tight. As if, for example, if somebody was going to punch you in the stomach in that position, your abdomen will be tight and everything else will be tight, including the glutes, so that you wouldn't feel the impact as much. Point number 4 is going to be rotation of the shoulder. So this is something that people actually don't really think about and don't fully activate during their pulling or their pushing. It can be in pull-ups, it can be in rows, it can be in push-ups, it can be in squats. People don't actually think about this idea of your shoulder, the ability for it to rotate. And the shoulder needs to rotate and rotate effectively for the humerus to hold itself in place and then for you to also be a lot more stronger, right? So now as you are in the starting position of the rows, as you are pulling up, you are actually pulling up and at the same time you are externally rotating. And then as you're coming down, you are actually holding that external rotation and then you reset. So you pull up, externally rotate, you hold at the top, and then you allow yourself to come down while holding that external rotation. Point number 5 is going to be your breathing when you are doing the movement. So with these strength movements, it's intense for the body and it's going to be intense for yourself as well as you're doing them. But through that tension, you need to find a certain level of relaxation and efficiency. So what people tend to do when they're in this kind of heightened, stressed state, they hold their breath during these exercises. But you actually need to breathe your way through it. So if I'm in that starting position of the rows, I've already breathed in, and before I actually pull up, I am breathing out. I am exhaling out with effort and force. And that is what is actually going to make the pull and the movement itself a lot more easier. And then at the top, I hold for a slight second and then I allow myself to come down. When I'm coming down, I am now inhaling. So you are actually following your breath. That was it for this tutorial, guys. Hopefully now you have a better grasp of how to do the bodyweight row effectively. to make sure you're getting stronger and bigger and safeguarding yourself from any aches and pains. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel here at Famba Fitness so you can continue supporting us and we can continue making you these tutorials to help you on your calisthenics journey. See you on the next video.